Hello everyone. In this session, we will see how to create a database. Within that database, how to create a table. In that table, insertion of data, altering the table, displaying the data, changing the data type of a variable. Here, in order to perform all these operations, we are using SQL Server. First, let's create a database. To create a database, we have to use a command called create database. So let's give a name for the database, that is I am giving as SQL Lab. In order to create a database, we have to use a query called create to create a database. Create database and the name of the database, that is SQL Lab, give semicolon. So here the database is created and output is shown like a statement query OK, one row affected. So you cannot expect a database outline to be displayed. Here the output will be in the type of a statement. Query OK, one row affected. Okay, it shows that your database is created. So if you want to check out whether the database is created, you have to use one more query called show databases. And make sure that your database is created here. So once our database is created, now we have to get inside the database to create a table and to perform the other operation. In order to get inside the database, you have to use a command called use database name, that is SQL Lab. Database changed. Here you will not see any other outputs other than the statement. The statement will be database is changed. So you are inside the SQL Lab now. See, in order to create a database, we have to use a command called create database name. And to go inside the database, we have to use lab1. Use SQL Lab. So here our database is SQL Lab, use SQL Lab. Then inside the database, if you want to create a table, then you have to use a command called create table student. We are creating a table called student, which contains a register number column, which is having a data type integer, and we are setting this register number as a primary key. So primary key importance is whatever the value you enter for this register number will be unique, and you cannot leave this register number empty, that is null value. It will not accept null value. So primary key will combine two features. One is not null and another one is uniqueness. So we have another, so we will use comma to separate. We have a second column called name, which is having a data type varchar, maximum size 20. Not null means it is a constraint given to the column called name, where you cannot leave this column empty. It will not accept null value, so you cannot leave it empty. Comma, the third column is DOB, date of birth, and the data type is given as date. Observe. We saw three different data types. One is to accept integer values, varchar to accept the character values. So here we have one more special data type called date. It will accept only the date format. Okay, date format. And we are giving a constraint called not null. It should not accept any null values. And lastly, we have a column called marks. It is integer and it is also a constraint with not null, ended with semicolon. So this is a query to create a table in SQL. So let's create a table. So I am using a same command, create table student. We are using register number integer and making this one as primary key. Secondly, we are creating name varchar, maximum size of 20, giving it as not null. Then a third column, DOB, date of birth, that is date, data type date. Again constraint we are giving it as not null. Lastly, we have marks of data type integer and we are using a not null. Closing and semicolon. Please observe one more time about the spelling. If the spelling is wrong, you will get an error message. So be alert with the spellings whatever you are using. Create table student, register number integer, primary key, name varchar, maximum size of 20, not null, DOB, that is date of birth, data type is date, not null, marks integer, not null, closing and the semicolon. Again output, it is showing like query okay, 0 rows affected. Your table is created, okay, table is created and 0 rows affected because no rows or data is inserted. So this is a query to create a table. Create table student, register number, data type, constraint. For this, primary key, name, varchar, not null, date of birth, date, not null, marks int, not null. Next one, to insert the data inside the table. How to insert a data inside the table? To do that, we have a query called insert. Command insert. Query is insert into what is our table, that is student values. Insert into table name use ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Table name ಬಂದು student values. So 1001, the first one will be register number. Second one is name of the student Raju. Just try to observe, we have a single code for characters. Here name is having a data type code character. For that we have a single code. Again we have a date of birth. For the date of birth we have to use a single code. Here we have a default set, default format for date is first year, then date, then month. You can change it, but now we have this format, that is year first, then date, then month, and marks of the student. Close it and end it with a semicolon. Insert into student values, and this is a register number, name, date of birth and marks. Whenever you want to have a register, characters and a date, we have to insert the data inside the double quotes. So let's insert a data. Insert into student values. So let's take the register number 1001. Name of the student I'm using Raju. Then date of birth. First year we are using, then date, then month, then marks of the student. Close it and semicolon. Check out one more time whether any spelling mistakes are there. Insert into student, that is our table name, values, first value, register number, name of the student and date of birth with the format, year, date and month, and marks of the student separated with semicolon, ended with semicolon. Just click enter. Now it is showing again query okay, one row is affected. Whatever the data row you have inserted, it is inserted into the table. So to show that, you have a statement called query called select star from student. So if you use this one, it will show the content of your table. So this is the content of your table. One row is inserted. Same way, if you want to insert many rows, you can insert into student values. So second row I'm inserting like register number 1002. Let the name of first student be Rani. So date of birth, first I'm entering year, date and month. Okay, year, date and a month. So marks of a student, I'm entering marks, separated with commas. Observe one more time, insert into student values. 1002 is a register number, name of the student and date of birth and marks of the student. Press enter. It is showing query okay, one row affected. To see whether our data is inserted, select star from student. This is called retrieval of table data. Select star from student. You can see 1001 Raju, date of birth, marks, register number, name of the student, date of birth and marks. Two rows we inserted and we can see the output of two rows. Insertion of data, insert into student values, register number, the name of the student, the date of birth and marks. To display the data already we executed, select star from student. Now think that we have to change the data type of our register number to character already we have, you can see here, we have a register number data type as integer. Now we would like to change that one as a varchar. Well, how to do that? You have to use a query called alter. Alter table. Which table? Student. Our table name is student. Alter anta command use ಮಾಡಿ table student ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ table. You have to use a word called modify. Modify. What we are modifying? A column called register number by using a varchar 20. So this is a query. Alter table student modify register number to character. Maximum character they can store is 20. So try to type the same query. Alter table student modify register number varchar of 20. See the output. Query is okay. 2 rows are affected. Okay. Now we have done a change to a table, not the data. Try to observe. We have changed the table structure, not the data. How to see the structure of the table? For that we have DESC table, description of the table student. See now, register number was earlier a integer, now it got changed to varchar. See the change here, register number varchar. By using the alter command we can change a table structure. Alter table student name modify the register number to varchar 20. So to see the changes in a table, you can use DESC description student. So register number is changed into varchar now. Now, if we want to delete a column, we want to remove a column from the table. So how to do that? Alter table student drop marks. Say for example, we don't want a marks column. If that is the case, you have to use a command called alter table student drop marks. Okay. So I'm using the same thing, alter table student to drop marks. So it is showing output like very okay, 2 rows are affected. See that, select star from student, you will see whether marks column is removed. Yes, you can see this. We have only register number, name and date of birth. We don't have a column called marks. You can see in description also, student. See, you have register number, name, date of birth, you don't have marks. Then how to remove a row? In order to remove a row, you can see delete, staff from student, where you can use a register number or a name or anything. Say for example, delete star indicates all from student where the register number is 1002. See, we don't want to delete all the rows or a record. We want to delete only the register number with 1002. So at that time, you can indicate where using the where clause register number equals 1002. So delete star from student where register number equals 1002. Please do one change. Don't use star, delete from student where register number equals 1002. So when you execute that query, so it is showing query okay, 1 row is affected. So how to see the output? Select star from student. See now, we have only 1 row. Earlier we had 2 rows, 1001 and 1002. Now we have only 1 row, that is 1001. Name of the student and date of birth. We don't have 1002 because 1002 is deleted from this query. Delete from student where register number equals 1002. So in this session you will get an idea about creating a database, creating a table, inserting a data into the table to display the content of the table, and how to change the data type of a column, how to delete a column, how to delete a row.